And now they decide to foul intentionally.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
Kevin Love, 2 shots.
Gentlemen, 2 shots.
Now I have to see if my voice is matching up with the video. Boom.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
Well, you guys know, Love has been so consistent getting to the free throw line his whole career and a tremendous foul shooter.
Boom.
Second one is good. Being both at the line, and it's an 8-point game. And the Lakers call time here. They're behind.
Hey, what's up now?
Just 4 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, I'm just testing everything out with my voice and everything. What's up, Uber? Hey, man, I saw your mobile stream against F-Ball Critic, man. That was pretty good, man. That was pretty good. What's up, Delani? Just trying to do a test, guys. I'm going to be bringing some 2K probably on Thursdays.
World peace. Shot to stop.
And I'll be doing Madden on Tuesdays.
That time, we see the Cavaliers get the win here. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much. Kyrie, big numbers for you tonight, and I always wonder what it's like to be in a zone like that offensively.
I got to get rid of all this feedback.
It feels amazing. More importantly, we got the win, and I couldn't have done it without my teammates who did a heck of a job of competing every single minute of this game. It took everybody's effort from our bench. It took a 15-man effort, and I'm glad we got the win.
15 men, but 1 man was the difference. Thanks, Kyrie. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. Now time to head over to the studio where the award-winning Ernie Johnson is with Shaq and Kenny, all standing by. Guys, take it away.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Thank you, Kevin. Now it's time to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Kyrie Irving.
There isn't much that Kyrie Irving can't do offensively. He's got unreal handles, amazing vision, and he can finish in tight or knock down the deep ball. Kyrie is the man I want running my offense because he's from New Jersey.
I'm floored by how well he shot the ball. He was unstoppable. I don't mean just the points. The ability to create opportunities for himself.
Testing 1 2, testing 1 2, testing 1 2.
That's going to do it for our broadcast tonight. We certainly hope you've enjoyed the show, don't we, guys? It was great. Yeah. Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, and for Kevin Harlan and the entire 2K Sports crew. All 653,000 of them.
Yeah.
Hard-working.
A lot of people.
Yeah. It's a long line at the buffet, though.
Yeah. Shout out to the T-Pose, man.
Oh,
I don't know his name, but I know his face.
I'm Ernie Johnson. See you next time.
Okay, so what does that mean for us?
I think we should take some time and...
The 2K Sports pregame show, sponsored by Kia.
Hello, everybody. Ernie Johnson here with Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Great to have you with us on 2K Sports. Tonight, it'll be the New York Knicks going up against the Chicago Bulls. Last game for Chicago, they ended up with a loss to San Antonio. A crushing defeat in that one. Still with a sour taste in their mouths, they're looking to play much better. And guys, we'll see Fred Hoiberg at the helm in this one. He was brought into Chicago to revamp their offense. How do you see the Bulls continuing to evolve with him as the coach?
Well, you know, their early offense has changed. They get the ball up quicker. They shoot the ball earlier in the shot clock, and they're much more aggressive on the offensive end. Defensively, I don't know if they're better than they were last year under Hoiberg, but they're definitely offensively, and he encourages them to play, Shaq, with a high tempo and get up and down the court.
Yeah, Kenny, but shot selection is their weakness right now. You know, that's one thing they got to improve, you know, especially if they continue to run his system.
That'll wrap it up. Let's go courtside. Thanks for joining us.
From New York, this is Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and on the sideline, David Aldridge. Looking at Chicago, they want to turn it around after that loss to the Spurs. And that does your confidence guys no favor. They got manhandled in that one. It wasn't pretty.
And that was one of the few times that you'll see a team just lack fight defensively in losing that game.
The D was absolutely awful, and the fans let them know about it at the end.
And with tip-off coming up, we've got just enough time to hear from our good friend David Aldridge on the sideline. D.A., take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Guys, Chicago is one of the league's biggest markets, but it still has that blue-collar culture. Longtime Bull Luol Deng exemplified that spirit. He said, if you're coming in to just show your skills, just look good, the city of Chicago is not going to accept you. They want to see you work hard night in and night out. If you do, the city will love you. Kevin?
They want grit and toughness, David. Thank you. Oh, we're at the point in the season where some teams only have the draft lottery to look forward to. Kind of a sad state, but that's what they hang their hat on. Do you feel, Smitty, the current NBA draft lottery setup is a good one? Should they consider changes?
Yeah, I like it. The only thing is I don't like to see repeat teams 3-4 years in a row. I think some kind of penalty if you go 3 or 4 years with, you know, not being competitive, something has to be done there.
I like that, yeah. I get it for a couple of years in a row. You're trying to rebuild. You do it 3-4 years in a row. It's tough to watch.
It is.
Because they're just constantly treading water.
Yes.
We got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. So for Chicago right now, we've got Robin Lopez, Jimmy Butler is out there with Taj Gibson. That's Rajon Rondo, and it's Wade in at the 2 spot. And so it's the Knicks getting on the board first. Rondo kicks to Gibson. Gibson the screen. Wade with it. Out guarded by Porzingis. No good from Gibson. On defense, Chicago. Noah with a screen on Wade. Anthony dishes to Noah. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
Noah has a good number of moves to choose from inside. Really looking comfortable down there.
A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Lopez a screen. Well, their pass to Lopez. Clock at 6. Here's the teardrop. It's hauled in by Porzingis. The Knicks have gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game. Lee kicks to Porzingis. New York moving the ball around. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
A point guard, Derrick Rose, a former MVP, so hard to watch because we know once he was at the top of his game. Game is kind of slipping because of the injuries, but he's still a great player in this league.
And I think, Steve, the thing with Rose we have to emphasize is that he is still a great player. It's just that he isn't nearly as dominant as he once was.
You talk about Derrick Rose before the injuries, arguably was the best player in the league at times. Now you see him, like you said, still able to be good, and that's what you like about him, still can compete.
And you have to give credit to Derrick Rose. He has improved a great deal in his ability to reduce mistakes in his ball handling. Always has had, Steve, great handle, but now he is just avoiding bad situations, it seems.
You know, at times when you have that experience, you play for a while, the game slows down. And I think for Derrick Rose, he's getting a chance to see the game at a speed that he's so comfortable, knowing that he needs teammates to win basketball games, and he is doing a nice job of not turning it over.
Now here's Rondo. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. Gibson with the screen on him. Butler kicks to Wade. Lopez against Noah. And that one's good by Lopez.
And that soft touch of Lopez makes things easy for him down there.
Anthony can't hit.
What I like there, fantastic defensive rotation. Just suffocated him at the point of attack.
Inside. Well, shot that time, not on target. So New York will take it the other way. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with Boston.
And that result was no surprise because they played very loosely with the basketball.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball. They have no one to blame but themselves in losing that one.
Gibson setting the pick for Wade. Back to Gibson. Lopez left side. Outside Rondo. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. Goes up from the top of the key. The Knicks pull it in. They beat the Bulls during their last encounter in Chicago.
And even in hostile territory, as they were that day, they had no jitters at all. I mean, the confidence kept growing as the shots kept falling.
Well, at the end of the day, these guys are professionals. They are used to going on the road and finding a way to get it done.
And he's really been working to get those looks, and it's starting to pay off here early on.
First quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Feeds it to Butler. And it's out of bounds. The Knicks will take it the other way.
It's not often you see that kind of mental lapse. He just lost track of where it was.
And a new group in for the Knicks. Kyle O'Quinn, he's checked in for Noah. Lance Thomas comes in for Porzingis. Justin Holiday's checked in for Courtney Lee. And it's Jennings in for Rose. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Portis, he's checked in for Lopez. Mirotic comes in for Taj Gibson. McDermott's checked in for Dwayne Wade. And it's Jared Grant in for Rajon Rondo. Bulls trail by 8. And here is Butler. He's coming off a 19-point game against San Antonio. From deep three-point range. And that does it for the first quarter. Knicks out front, leading by 8. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. Ready to start up. And what stands out to you from New York in this one?
I just don't know that you're going to see a better quarter defensively than what we saw in the first.
Yeah, they were in total lockdown mode there. Can they keep it up for the entire game? Remains to be seen.
Guys, I'm trying to figure out why my mic is making a squeaking noise.
Well, fast break.
Once I get that fixed, everything will be okay.
The team tends to grind down in the playoffs. You were just talking about this. What's the key to efficient half-court offense?
You know, I think, Kevin, you get a chance to see some of these teams run their offense, but the ball just stays on one side. You got to get the defense moving around so they can have some confusion so you can get some easy looks.
Yeah,
but then again, right now, I don't hear the squeaking.
Keeping that defense moving. Easier said sometimes than done. I mean, you've got to have unselfishness.
You're trying to get rid of the background feedback.
So many great players. Sometimes they look and say, I can make the play. But you got to just move that basketball to a better play.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Bulls. McDermott and Mirotic, the sharpshooting forwards. Grant is out there with Cannon, and it's Portis in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Here's Thomas after Jaren Grant's bucket. Here's Hernan Gomez, and good. At the English that time as it falls. Bulls trail by 8. Passes it to Cannon.
I mean, there's a TV going in the background, but I don't hear that squeaky noise anymore.
Shot clock at 5. Here's Cannon. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Pass to Hernan Gomez. O'Quinn in the post, covered by Mirotic. Outside Jennings. There's the pick. Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. They get it back. That pushes it to double digits.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
Those guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago.
You know, it's been a long time coming to be able to say this, but I'm starting to sense some hope and optimism with this Knicks basketball team. I mean, they're in a good spot financially. They're going to have flexibility in terms of filling out that roster. And then you've got a core of young talent that is exciting the fan base and which you can build around.
Now I hear it again.
So for the Bulls, Gibson comes in for Portis, and Dwayne Wade subbed in for Grant. Here's McDermott looking for his first basket still in this one.